You think it's harmless, it's private, it's just a few minutes, and then you move on. But what if your heart didn't? What if, every time you watched adult videos, your cardiovascular system responded like you were under real, physical stress? Because here's the truth. Your brain doesn't always know the difference between what's on screen and what's actually happening to your body. When men watch explicit content, their heart rate spikes, their blood pressure rises, and over time, this can have real effects on heart health, especially if you're over 40. In this video, we'll look at what actually happens to your heart during and after watching adult content, and why some men are at more risk than they think. This isn't about judgment, it's about science, and how your screen time might be affecting your health in ways no one talks about. When you watch adult videos, your body doesn't just sit back and observe, it reacts. Your brain triggers the sympathetic nervous system, the same one that activates during physical arousal or stress. Your heart rate increases, your blood vessels constrict, your adrenal glands release adrenaline and dopamine. It's a chemical cocktail of anticipation, stimulation, and tension. The result? Your heart beats faster, sometimes up to 30-40% above baseline. Your blood pressure can spike. Your breathing quickens, even if you're completely still. It's not unlike a mini stress event, especially if you're watching in secret, under time pressure, or with emotional tension. Over time, repeated stimulation like this can train your body to associate arousal with stress, not connection, and that shift can affect not only your heart, but your ability to rest, regulate, and relate to real intimacy. And if you already have underlying cardiovascular risks, high blood pressure, cholesterol, or inflammation, this pattern might quietly amplify the strain on your heart without you ever realizing it. Myth number 1, it's just a harmless release. But your body doesn't see it that way. Each viewing triggers a stress-like physiological response, not just once, but every time. And over time, that repeated stimulation can desensitize your heart to real intimacy and sensitize it to overstimulation. Myth number 2, it helps me relax. Maybe in the moment. But studies show that men who watch frequently report higher rates of anxiety, poor sleep, and heart palpitations. Because while your brain gets a dopamine hit, your nervous system is stuck in a loop. Stimulate, spike, crash. Myth number 3, it's better than the real thing. No pressure. But here's the twist. The more your brain and heart rely on screen-driven pleasure, the less responsive you become to real connection, emotionally, sexually, and even physiologically. You're not just rewiring your habits, you may be retraining your heart to peak under pressure and then pay the price. So what can you do? First, build awareness. If you're watching out of boredom, stress, or routine, start noticing the pattern. Ask yourself, am I using this to escape or to connect? Second, space it out. Even if you don't want to stop entirely, reducing frequency gives your nervous system a break. It lowers baseline stress, helps rebalance dopamine, and gives your heart a chance to settle. Third, replace the spike. Your body craves stimulation, but you can redirect it into something physical. Exercise, cold exposure, intense breath work. These naturally raise adrenaline and testosterone without draining your system. Fourth, reconnect with real intimacy. Even small moments of touch, presence, or conversation can start to reverse the disconnection. And finally, don't shame yourself. This isn't about guilt. It's about balance. It's about protecting the organ that keeps you alive from the habit that's slowly taking energy away. You've been told it's harmless, that it's just a habit, that it doesn't really matter. But your heart says otherwise, because every time you watch, your body responds. Your nervous system activates, and your heart pays the price. This isn't about shame, it's about awareness. It's about taking back control over what your body experiences and what it learns to crave. If this video helped you see things differently, share it with someone who's never thought about this before. And drop a heart in the comments if you believe men deserve to talk about this without judgment.